Let's make a beat for Devstacks.
This is my priority.
Yo, welcome back guys, I hope you all are doing well. Today we're going to be making a beat for Devstacks, kind of similar to his recent project, Scriptures. I thought that was pretty hard. Let me know what you guys thought of that if you listened to it. But yeah, so this beat is going to be one of those kind of like anthemic glow beats almost. Super like beautiful melody and then some like hard drums. I'm going to break down the loop first and then we'll get into the beat after that. And for this one we're going to be at 135. And for most of these kind of beats, I always just start off with some sort of like trumpet or like some kind of brass instrument. So for this first pattern, I got this brass from Expand. It's called Producer Brass. And then I laid down this MIDI. So this MIDI starts with just these basic chords, and then I added just a couple top line notes to kind of give it some movement, so it's not just these like a stale chord pattern. And moving on to the next sound, I added this brass one shot. Kind of acts as just like a deeper brass, but also sort of like a bass. And I just followed the root notes for that from the last MIDI. That's what this sounds like. And then after that, I added this piano. It's another one shot, sounds like this. So it's a piano, but you can tell there's kind of like a little bit of high end, almost like a string in there that's layered with the piano. And then I put down this pattern. So this MIDI follows pretty much the same notes as the first MIDI. I just strummed the notes out a little bit and added this like top line riff. For that one, I just added a lot of reverb and some delay and took out some of the lows. Next I added the classic theremin lead that you probably hear this in pretty much like any Devstacks beat or just these like beautiful glow beats. That sounds like this. And then the last two things I added were just effect sounds. This effect, the like Samsung ringtone or whatever that is, I put that on the 3 and the 7 and kind of like delayed it out manually. And that's what this sounds like. It's also pitched up an octave. And for that, I just added a ton of reverb and cut out some of the lows and the highs. And then of course I added the tubular bell on the 3 and then right after the 4. So yeah, that's it for the melody. It's not really that complex, just a couple of layers and some effects, but altogether it sounds like this. So yeah, that's it for the loop. Now I'm going to show you guys how I made the beat. Okay, so this is the full drum pattern. It's quite a lot of sounds, but I feel like for these dev beats, he uses a ton of just kind of like effects and little accent snares and whatnot to sort of fill in the space. Because the loop is so like melodic and almost ambient, it's like ambient glow. Having a ton of different perks and snares and whatever to fill in the gaps really helps a lot. So first we'll start off with the 808 that I laid down. It sounds like this. The one thing I love about this bass line is how it starts with these top notes and then just drops all the way down to the C. I think it just adds like such a nice impact. And then just a standard clap. And then I added the hi-hat. And then I just added a little accent snap. And then after that, I added this snare. I'll play it with the clap and the hi-hat so you can hear the bounce. But that's gonna sound like this. So yeah, it does a nice job of filling in the gaps where the hi-hat isn't hitting. And then I'll save the effects for last. I added in the Benji Colder rim. That sounds like this. Then I added basic like glow chant. And then the last things I added were just some sound effects. I added a laugh fox at the beginning of each bar, and then this flick up sound, which is just like a camera shutter. So all together, the drums are gonna sound like this. So yeah, that's it for the drums. The only other thing I added was the little like zanging effect that hits right before bar 5 in the intro. And then for the arrangement, I started off by just having some of the percussions hit and then space it out so it gives it like a little bit of attention before it actually drops. And then for like the verse area, I copied the first MIDI and just took out the top notes so there's a little bit less going on. And took out some of the drums here. But that's pretty much it. And then I just added the tag, and then that was the beat. So yeah, let me know what you guys think of this. Make sure to follow me on IG as always. Me and Kersey are actually dropping a new sound kit on Friday, so make sure you stay tuned with that. But yeah, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all that. Let me know if you guys are fans of Devstacks. I don't hear too many people talk about him, which I think he's just super underrated as a producer and an artist, to be honest. But yeah, let me know what you guys think, and I'm gonna play the beat and I'm out of here. Peace.
This is my priority.